Dinner with Dyberg over here. Fucking, you gotta give me the second toy. Come on.
I saw it on eBay.
Alright, let's... when you get back from grabbing your meal, let's get down to the full brass tacks. The full gay frog brass tacks of what exactly it is that you think is going on.
Well, you don't put put brass tacks in any frog to begin with.
Frogs don't pay taxes, especially not the gay ones.
No.
They don't get marriage licenses. They don't buy properties.
And if they wear lipstick, that's also not a direct indication that
there are chemicals in the lipstick that are contributing to the gayness. The frogs. The frogs are under attack from all angles. But I want to get down to the real interesting shit. Of what we think, of what you think the New World Order is. I just mean, like, you know, the various models that people suppose this stuff works with, right? Cabal of psychopaths, demonic possession, alien indoctrination signal, whatever it may be that causes this New World Order system.
What you said about alien indoctrination signal?
Yeah.
You understand there's electric smog in the air?
Oh, yeah.
And people's brains are electronic?
Yeah.
So people are always interfacing with some form of electronic pollution?
Yeah. You got 75 overlapping Wi-Fi fields that you're basking in right now, and they're cutting through your aura. In fact, back in the days when radio was being popularized and first making it around, they were writing that radio wave interference with the electromagnetic field of the brain and the aura was going to mess everybody up and dumb people down too. Do you think
it does?
Do you think it has?
When you're doing fluoride toothpaste.
And mercury fillings, but do you think that just plain radio has affected people's cognitive capabilities?
Yeah, definitely.
Just good old-fashioned radio.
Well, people are already radiation susceptible. And so people have too much positive charge to their body also.
Yeah.
So positive ions.
So methylene blue drops off a negative ion, isn't it?
Does it?
It drops off something, yeah, an electron or an ion for your brain chemistry.
Something like that. I think iodine does that too, in a way, of like, well, you know, antioxidants and radical absorbance capacity. There's ratings of antioxidants.
Yeah.
And so what people have said is really good, like, detox fruits and vegetables.
Pomegranate.
Oh, thank you. There's a chart.
Zeolites.
I have zeolite.
Oh, yeah? Word.
Like, I have zeolite powder.
Oh, yeah. I gotta get some of that.
I'll sell it to you if you want.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely want to buy some of that off you.
I don't know if it's expired. I've had it for
I'm pretty
3
sure
years.
It's like a volcanic rock, and there's no such thing as it expiring.
Well, there's diatomic earth. I think that's what you're thinking about.
Something like that. But I know it's basically a spongiform. It's a porous type rock.
It's supposed to pull the heavy metals
when it
out.
goes through your
It's
system, it takes everything. Yeah, it takes everything with it. Yeah.
Just a So there's a rating, it's called ORAC, antioxidant foods. The highest rated one is sumac, which is a spice. Highest rated antioxidant.
I wouldn't think of
consumable.
a spice as being antioxidant.
Oh, it is.
Huh.
Turmeric, especially.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, but I think turmeric is more of as a seasoning.
Curcumin. So
Yeah,
it's
curcumin.
turmeric extract, which is curcumin. That's the extract. For your bioavailability of using it, you'd want to use black pepper extract. Or black pepper extract. But the other thing... Curcumin.
Yeah, but you're talking about using black pepper to get the same...
It's bioavailability.
Yeah.
So it's the way that your body uses that
black
nutrient.
pepper and turmeric at the same time?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it
But
that'd be
it's
good?
not just about black pepper, and it's not just about curcumin. There's an extra... Well, actually, curcumin itself is curcumin. The availability of curcumin in standard turmeric powder is very low. You want a turmeric extract.
Yeah.
And the way that supplements are, there are potencies of extracts. So like ratios of potency, like ratios of the extract. This is a very condensed extract, or not as condensed as another extract, right? The important thing to understand is that your body uses antioxidants. The rating of the sumac is the highest, right? I think the second is cloves, and it's really good. Cloves can help if you take that as an antioxidant.
Or to be a hipster.
No, if you're a hipster, the bioavailability goes down.
What do you mean? You tell me I can't get rid of inflammation by smoking heavily and being a douchebag?
You can increase your free radical absorption of your entire biological...
All I gotta get is a fedora and some cloves and I'm good, right?
The cloves are really good. But the way that it is that cloves...
What if I have an intimate knowledge of Reddit and IDBMD or whatever the fuck it is called, IMDb?
Listen, because this is important. If you're taking something that is antioxidant, but it depends on cofactors of other things, like you have to have enough zinc or magnesium.
Yeah.
To take cloves, it's like taking another road to get to the same place, but like it's like less taxing on the vehicle of getting there.
Yeah. That's like
and
the same
road
thing
is only like interpretational of the idea of like.
That's like the same thing with the methylene blue, the iodine. A lot of this shit, it all needs the other pieces. Like you can't just dump high octane gasoline into a car without good motor oil and coolant and grease and all the other,
But if you're using one main antioxidant, consider that if your body needs to use other resources to use that antioxidant effectively,
right?
When you add the highly rated antioxidant, you're getting a better usage of your antioxidant function overall. The other thing is that cold temperatures activate your antioxidant usages. If you take a cold shower, then you're actually getting more negative ions, electrons, on your body to clean up your electrobiochemical makeup of your body.
Before we get on to demonically possessed lizard people from the moon, do you do grounding? Do you go walk around outside barefoot to get the... I
have grounding bed sheets.
Oh, really? With the fucking strip that you plug into the wall?
It has a one-prong connector to the wall
that goes into the grounding hole.
And it clips on to the bed sheet.
And you use that?
Yeah.
All the time?
If you use it too much, then it takes toxins already, and it gives negative electron charge, if you don't wash it enough, you're like laying down in the shed toxins of what you've already detoxed from your body.
The static electricity kind of clings to it.
Yeah, but it's contributing constant flow of electrons, negative ions, to whatever touches it. Even if you just have it plugged in, like with mine, if I plug mine in and I walk into the room, or like I look at it, I can actually like kind of feel that
like the
electromagnetic field.
The TV static, putting your hand close to the old CRT monitor.
It's healing electron energy.
Weird, man.
Because what happens is your body needs negative ions and electrons. When you take vitamins or you use antioxidants, it's contributing electrons to your bodily biological cells. So when free radicals, toxins, they're either neutrally charged or positively charged. They're toxins on the body.
So what do you think, man?
Because
the ancient peoples knew about this. They had shoes with the copper wire and grounding shoes, and they knew about this. Like at some point, people got to the point where they were like, duh, we know shoes are good, but at the same time they knew that there was a so many things like this are unexplainable in the ancient world, where it's like, how did they know that the
rubber of the bottom of the shoe
cuts you
grounding.
off? It cuts you off from grounding. Cuts you off from getting that flow of electrons from the earth.
Actually, you know what? It's actually, but the positive charge, like if you have it's neutral, right? I'm pretty sure it's just neutral.
If neutral means cut off, because every video
neutral
that I've ever seen
on it... Neutral is not as bad for you as positive.
Every video that I've seen about it just says that you're cut off from the flow of the Earth's energy.
Yeah, but it's not conductive. So if you're touching the ground, you are actually touching the ground, but it's going to be neutral. It's not going to be that negative flow of electrons to your need of like for your health. But in terms of actually not getting like struck by like if you got struck by lightning,
that'd be some extra electrons.
And you're wearing rubber shoes, then you don't have the worst problem of if you were just struck by lightning. Hypothetically,
isn't getting struck by lightning not as bad if you have both feet on the ground at the same time? Like if you're in the middle of taking a step and you only have one foot on the ground, it's got nowhere to go and it fries you. But if you have both feet,
if you're wearing shoes, then it's more rubber on the ground. If you weren't, then you just get struck by lightning and it's just gonna go through you. But that's like if you're in a car that gets struck by lightning and it absorbs to the tires.
If you're in a car, you're in like a Faraday cage. I mean, we're talking about, there's a difference though between the car getting struck by lightning, you getting struck by lightning, and the ground next to you and the car getting struck by lightning.
Well, it's the conductivity of where the electrons are going to flow.
Like, we're talking about water landing on either side of a wall. Like, the rubber is only stopping things from moving. If you have rubber shoes on and the lightning strikes you, it's going to prevent the electricity
shock absorption.
Yeah, but it's going to prevent the electricity from leaving you, is what I'm saying. Having both feet on the ground is what completes the circuit, so you have a less chance of getting fried.
Well, the circuit is already wherever it's going to wherever the current's going to travel. So if you do have one foot on the ground, like your body might actually hold some of that charge, but it's not all of it. Like it's gonna pass through. It's
but you jump if you happen to be in the midst of jumping when you got struck by lightning, you'd be really screwed. Nowhere for it to go.
Yeah.
You just pop like a balloon, probably.
The chances of that happening,
the most unlucky guy on earth.
It's the electricity would still leave. It's just like,
yeah, if it made a plasma arc from your foot to the ground.
It's just to say how much damage is that gonna do before it does reach, like before you do touch the ground.
Yeah.
But it's that electricity still has to leave. Like, I don't know how fast it would exit the body, right? but I would think that it's gonna be bad. Like it's definitely worse, right?
You ever hear that guy? I think it was like 6 or 7 times he got struck by lightning. Same dude. He had like the white hair. He was in the Guinness Book of World Records, I'm pretty sure.
I think I read about it.
Yeah, imagine being that guy.
I shot a lightning bolt out of my hands once.
Yeah? Like Goku?
Like once. And I was wearing one of the.
How big?
No, it was a direct current device.
No.
No, it was like a freaking like wizard. Like I looked at it and I just went like that.
It
But
wasn't like it was a big,
like a literal lightning bolt.
like a zzz or a
Like a lightning
fucking
bolt that opened a basement door.
Ha!
And I heard
Like what was the thickness of this bolt of lightning here? Like it was a squiggle?
like a tree branch.
Like a stick? Like a pencil level of thickness or a magic marker?
Well,
I'm gonna get a bunch of these and strap them all over myself.
I don't know.
Want them Palpatine powers, son.
I'm just trying to think like it'd be like this wide,
Ha.
but with like branches off of it.
Oh, so here's the thing. Like, I was wondering, is it possible for Hideo Kojima's Death Stranding thing to be real in some effect? Like, is there a chance maybe that someday some dude could die and instead of the 2 grams disappearing into the ether and we don't know what happened to it or whatever, you know that, right? The soul weighing 2 grams or whatever, the 2 grams that they can't account for when people die, and it's like, well, where does that go into the ether? I personally think it's the electromagnetic field of the body shutting down and no longer interacting with the earth. Electromagnetic field, you're not actually missing any matter. Your internal electromagnetic is off, so you're no longer pulling on the earth.
Each person has a soul, but in terms of like it being 2 grams or whatever, I don't know.
Yeah, well, that's my theory to it, though.
Yeah, well, I've read about it. It's just like I feel like people who think that it's proving or disproving something.
Yeah.
If electricity has a weight to it.
No, I mean,
but it's not only electricity.
like an electromagnet, though. Like, we just can't tell that we have a slight pull towards the earth when we interact with its electromagnetic field and our electromagnetic field put together. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but what you have to understand is that while the soul can be attached to the body, there are fluctuations with people's electromagnetic fields of their bodies where their soul is actually in a like superposition with their body.
Yeah. That's a different dimension, though. I just mean like a simple electromagnet like you would have pick up a car at a junkyard. Like, we are the electromagnet. We pull on the earth with 2 grams of force. And when your heart shuts down, that electromagnet is no longer on, and you don't have that 2 grams of pull. Like, it's not physical matter leaving in the body, it's electrical pull.
What you're saying
leaving
about the heart,
body.
though, also consider that the brain might be more electronic than the heart.
Yeah.
Because the brain is super electronic.
This is just a usual daily dinner discussion with Dyberg here on the New World Order. What's happening? Green Hill Radio, New World Order News. I'm having doing my dinner with Andre videos here once again. Actually up on the camera this time. I don't know, first time I was just like, I don't know, it's kind of weird to film in a frickin' middle of a Wendy's, but screw it, right? Going into winter time, oh boy. Lovely winter. Got my Stranger Things shirt on. By the way, all of my Green Hill Radio subscribers, thank you very much for subscribing. Any future subscribers, like and subscribe. Check out the group on Facebook. Just now reaching 800 members. That's awesome. Baked as hell.
Oh, it's time for the protein shake.
Got so much caffeine.
Time for the protein.
Time for the protein. Caffeine. Caffeinated. God, you are just. You ever get a Bang energy drink to do that with? You gotta go all the way. Go big or go home.
I used to drink Venom.
My man here is about to make a Coca-Cola protein shake.
No, it's a high C.
It doesn't matter, bro.
It might be made by the Coca-Cola company.
He's about to make a soda-based protein shake.
It's a high C based protein.
Oh, what, the juice?
Yeah.
That's not better.
Well, actually,
Well,
the soda is very carbonated, so it bubbles up, and then it's like harder to stir. And
You
it just
said it was good
overflows.
the last time you did that shit.
Oh, it's good. Like, high C is it's my preference. It's like, it doesn't taste bad.
You're using pea protein powder.
Yeah.
What happened to the Huel?
Huel?
Didn't you have a bag of Huel?
Not
Huel?
protein powder.
Yeah, the Huel.
I have Huel still,
Yeah.
but it's not protein powder.
I just seen that being advertised on YouTube a lot, and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
that's mad funny that you
Oh,
have
I
that.
wanted more of it. Like, my friend gave some to me, but it was the curry.
Huh.
It's like it's really, really good. Like, if I ate that for like an entire year, I wouldn't complain about it because it's actually that good.
Huh. I just got like a bunch of normal generic ass muscle milk. I'll probably get a bag of Huel off of you.
Oh,
once I
it's
finish it.
expensive.
Yeah.
So I have an expired one that's not opened.
Yeah.
It's mac and cheese.
Oh, really? What the hell?
Yeah.
What, so it tastes like you're drinking mac and cheese?
It's not protein powder.
What the fuck is it?
It's food. It's Huel food.
Oh, well, they make a protein powder that's getting advertised a lot.
They do.
These days.
It's not nearly as affordable as 30 or like $35 or $40.
Well, so what is
5
this? Is
pounds.
this a shake that you
5 pounds
tastes
pea
like
protein.
mac and cheese? It's a shake?
This tastes like literally if you just add sugar first and then put the powder on and some water, it's fine.
Huh.
If you don't have sugar with it, it's gross.
I gotta mix my protein powder with redundant milk because it's already cheese basically. It's already your most of your protein powders are already cheese based. Like way Yeah, if it's got whey in it.
Oh, well,
You're
that's
pea
a
based.
scam.
You're
Whey
pea based.
protein powder is a scam.
It's just cheese.
No, the flavored protein powders and
Not
whey protein
flavor,
powder,
but whey itself is just cheese.
it activates inflammation. It literally, it's not. If you have spike protein and you use whey protein powder, you're not getting the right kind of protein. If you use collagen peptides, you're getting the right kind of protein, or pea protein. The amino acid profile of it is what's important. When they have sugar, like when they have flavors,
Yeah.
they give less amino acids. You look at the amount per scoop, it's actually that they're adding calories and they're adding flavoring.
Yeah.
And that's the scam. So when you spend like $30 for 2 pounds of protein, you could actually be getting 5 pounds of pea protein for like less than $40.
We'll have to get a sack of this crap off you at some point. I'm telling you, you're my so that is just something. We get that on the, get that, look at that. Look at that. That is juice and protein. Oh, for the love of Christ, I almost spilled my drink there.
Yeah, I put a lot of it. Like
This reminds me of the time when I was a kid at the skate park and I didn't know what I was getting myself into when I asked for a tall can of Pabst Blue Ribbon. And I thought it was the most disgusting thing I ever tasted. I tried to mix it with a like a 24 ounce or 34 ounce bottle of ginger ale, and it coagulated and turned into a soupy mess almost instantly.
oh, this if you mix it well enough, then it's good. Like it's not gonna be a problem. But if you put too much of it in too small of a cup, and you have soda, it's just gonna overflow and be all carbonated and.
I get diabolical with my protein mixtures. I'll get that Gatorade. I'll get that Gatorade bottle because it's pretty good if you get like a standard Gatorade bottle. You don't need the shaker cup or the ball or anything. You just shake it really fast, and I will dump protein powder into that Gatorade bottle until I start laughing because it's half full of protein powder, and then I'll put like 8 cups worth of milk in there, and then I'll slosh that bitch for like a half an hour.
Yeah.
And it comes out as straight elephant diarrhea.
The other thing is, like, I'm not sure if you use a lot of protein powder, you're supposed to use fiber. So that comes out better, especially if you're taking other supplements. Just having good gut bacteria overall for absorption is important. So like pre and probiotic supplements.
A lot of yogurts.
You don't need yogurt. You could just get a good capsule for it.
Oh yeah,
but I mean, yogurt as a to like coat your gut when you're taking supplements or protein is good. But like I could get really, really bad gut acidity if I don't have enough fiber, and that bothers me. So like it's just an important thing to know.
I gotta, it's just been one thing after another with me. I had the solar generator fucking, and then the scooter, and buying a new TV, and just over and over again things getting wrecked and having to replace them. Otherwise I would have been hitting you up for a lot more random minerals and vitamins and magic rocks and stuff.
You know what, there actually are like rocks that are good. There's well, I wanted to try it.
Amethyst, and you get
well, it's called moldavite.
Oh, isn't that black?
It's
isn't
a
that
green
dark one?
It's a green rock from a meteorite.
Oh.
And people like hype this up a lot. But apparently it has some kind of like property to it that is like the best healing meteorite, whatever. Like there aren't a lot of meteorite rocks like
Well,
that.
all this stuff that kind of all breaks down to like,
It's expensive. Like, it's expensive for a little piece of it.
to me that kind of all boils down into the same category as like the Dr. Emoto water vial experiment or the rice experiment, like the physical structure of the rock lends itself to respond to the resonant environment it's in by vibrating a certain way. So the Earth's Schumann frequency and the frequency of your vibration and everything gets it vibrating, and its matter vibrates because it is the way that it is in a certain way. So then you get the benefit of that. You
I
see what
don't
I'm
believe
saying?
in the water experiment thing.
Well, I've seen it. I mean,
I've seen it too, but I believe that people were hyping it up and that it's some form of propaganda.
you think it's fake. Why?
Yeah.
Why would they fake that?
Just because the way that God designed things is that it's His authority instead of just a person. But what I believe is that the meteorite.
Well, I mean, see, but going with that logic, nothing should work. We shouldn't be able to fly. The telephone shouldn't work. Electricity,
No, not
fucking
no, not
none
not
of the
that.
shit. None of the shit
I'm
should
just
work.
saying. I'm just saying in terms of what a person's will is imposed on something.
The observer
People
effect.
people have power that is given to them. So each person has free will, right? But people can't do things unless they're allowed to. Even the worst things, like absolute evil things. It doesn't mean that it's right that they do it. It's that there is still a design to creation. But the meteorite, the moldavite stuff, it was studied and people said that it doesn't have any kind of weird electromagnetic property to it. What I believe is that the way that it broke down in like the convergence of existence of crashing into the earth at a high speed and like ripping through space-time continuum, it's a cataclysmic event. So a cataclysmic event is where things in the universe, in existence, converge, that they are at this like super point of convergence where things will break down according to the fact that thing happened in the way that it did. So like if a meteor hits the earth, the area around that changes, but it causes a cataclysmic chain of events to happen. And then the other things that had cataclysmic chains of events happening are also at convergence together in the universe. It's like if
What, string theory? Like
yeah,
things being connected, spooky action from a distance.
but like hard-coded existence, reality of what it is, that like if you don't drink water, then you're not on the same trajectory as if you do drink water. If there's a volcano that erupts, it's causing things to happen in the environment.
I thought you were going of more the.
It's like you are the
But
environment,
see,
not.
I don't see how that creates a situation where the rock affects you. There's either an energy coming off of it, or
the energy of what it holds, of what it caused,
or its physical matter alters the energy that you or the environment is putting into it and reflecting it back in such a way that is beneficial, stabilizing
it's like music.
or cleansing.
In a way, it's like music resonance.
But so that's what I think is that, we don't know exactly what like, if it was God's will that because He made things to be a certain way, then we couldn't fuck with anything, then that rock wouldn't work, and none of the shit would work. And God would say, no, I didn't make you with wings. Just because you know that you can make an airfoil and go fast enough to produce lift doesn't mean you're allowed to fly. Get down there, get back down there, little asshole. So I think, I think vibration and intention, like with and electromagnetics, like with the crest seed experiment, intention, like with the rice experiment, and wherever vibration comes into there with the water vial experiment, whatever the modality is that your brainwave pattern is being communicated to the world, the sound waves coming out, and your intention and positivity is programmed in there somehow, like a liquid record.
What I'm saying
air.
is that it holds the potential convergence of what it has already interacted with in a way that if something were to, okay, I was just thinking about 9/11, right?
Yeah.
So when the plane hit the towers, people actually don't fully understand what this is, but these cataclysmic events are changes of other events that were at the potential of what we thought that we knew to what is actually happening. It's like once something is affected by a major cataclysmic update to an event, it has happened, but that's actually the happenstance of what people are witnessing, but that their brains are not fully understanding that. But what I'm saying is that if something has it's a potential convergence energy of what it is, that it affects something else. It's not just a kinetic energy, it's a different kind of energy that is a universal material.
You're talking about like superpositioning?
Yeah. And that's what it is.
So
that when a meteorite actually hits the Earth, that is actually a superposition.
So because you're effectively... So when an atomic bomb goes off, does that create a state of superposition within its nucleus, within the center, the absolute center of it?
That's exactly what it is, because that matter has been altered in a way that it's like a different form of energy, because it causes a state of like permanence of the breakdown of the things around.
That's the word I was looking for, a state of permanence. In the DMT laser experiments, the runes, the code that people see is in a state of permanence. It's always in the same spot. Everybody sees the same thing.
But it's the like interconvergence points.
Yeah.
So that's like the fabric of what people's brains will react to, but it's even deeper than that, because it is like the resource. It's like if the food went rotten and there was famine, it changes that. Like if people sabotage the oil, people don't have oil. You see like the breakdowns of civilization and function in life?
But this is just dominoes hitting each other. I'm talking more about like we're on the face of a clock, and dimensionally speaking, electromagnetically speaking, underneath the surface of reality, like in a lot of theologies, they talk about the mirror world or the world underneath, almost as if, there's a shadow self, there's a mirror world. Look at the floor is a mirror. Underneath it, like I'm walking like this, underneath it is a shadow version of me also walking and stepping in my footsteps, and he's upside down walking on his, what would be, you would think of it as a ceiling, but it's the floor, and so these two floors.
But to consider that a mirror world,
but it's an
different.
Echo or a different dimension or whatever it is.
It's just light reflected.
But like string theory, something happens to the guy on the other side, the shadow me, the whatever sit of me, right? Something happens to the other guy on the other side that's powerful enough, and the effect carries over to the real world dimension. If we're to think of this as like a lower dimension,
it's not an opposite. People's brains, the mind, where psychosis is at opposites. This is literally how the government learned about psyop, about opposite. That's how people can actually be mind control programmed through that term. Opposite is not it. There's good and there's evil, but it's not only that's the idea.
Well, perhaps opposite
it's
mirror isn't the right word, but there's some I at least get the feeling that is true from these stories. Like, I've had weird dreams, I've had weird experiences.
It can seem that way to people's minds.
There's some kind of a mirror, echo, energetic thingamajig on the other side, like we are on the face of a clock, and the weird, mysterious gears part is just beneath the surface. And so we have these energetic changes that happen underneath the surface of reality, and it spawns in physical manifestations that you can see.
Well, reality, but
like you get a bad vibe, and then a bunch of things happen in the world.
This is at the point that people are spiritual beings from the start. You have a soul, God, and faith, and see the soul, the heart, the brain, the mind, and people's delusions, and people's health or illness is at all of that. But to see it's not opposites, it's actually where you live it. Is you can deceive yourself with all sorts of ideas of an imagination or to theorize it. But the truth of it is, when you have consistency of your spiritual life, you have actual witness of what it is.
But so,
and
like,
you live all of it connected.
Think about Tesla walking around his block 33 or whatever amount of times it was that he walked around his block before going inside, because in his envisionment of whatever kind of pachinko machine, abacus beads sliding around, notches inside of a music box, whatever kind of gear ratio type nonsense is going on the other side of the face of the clock, in Tesla's head, he's like, all right, if the synchronicities are this way, and this, that, and the third thing is going this way, if I walk by my house 30 times and I see a pigeon going to the left or whatever, it means all of this shit, the stars are in alignment or whatever. And I'm going to go inside and have a good day. Like,
but these perceptions about synchronicities are literally at the point of where God can just veil people to literally entertain themselves of their own imaginations to what their mind believes is real, to what it would be.
Right, like
God
everybody's
the person with a literal revelation.
Everybody's mind-blowing synchronicity is somebody else's garbage coincidence. Like, it's a catered specifically to you story in that way, and as hard as you try, sometimes you can do it, but you can't really. It's difficult to break the fourth wall and try to include somebody else into your synchronicities as to where they're going to look at it and be as blown away as you are.
What I'm saying to you is that the person who's scientifically motivated will not have the same experience as the faithful Christian who could have a revelation about what life really is.
Plenty of scientists go into a study trying to disprove something about spirituality existing at all, and then end up becoming religious.
What I'm saying is that according to Scripture, when Jesus said, "You have little faith," what would it be? That he's not trying to prove things to people who don't have faith. That's what it would be. So it could be that when people are not on the faith of what that life witnesses, they don't actually get to see the scientism.
So it's kind of like, yeah, but also at the same time, I feel like that's kind of goofy and pointless. Like, just imagine the scene. Watch, I'm going to do something. I believe you, Jesus.
It's because worldly knowledge is not.
But think about it. Like, why are you going to prove that you can do something to somebody that already believes that you can do it? I'm going to turn water into wine. I have faith in you. I believe you can do it.
It's because love,
here I go. I'm going to do it.
No, listen. It's because love is the meaning of life in a way where it's not about worldly knowledge. So, what could be revealed to someone who is faithful is
I mean,
actually at the demand of being honored
me personally,
as honorable.
you know, I go more the Cathar direction. I think the majority of people are hypnotized by a Rex Mundi, what was it called? There's a bunch of different names for this, but the base level god that most people pray to is the great prison keeper. Satan is actually the god of this world. There is no alternate dimension. This is hell.
One God.
This is hell, and you will keep on reincarnating here over and over again until you live a close enough to high enough vibrational life to get off of this plane into the next level. Like, there's real God that made the light and the spirit.
It's actually that all of that idea is already a beaten path to what it is that when God made people, he knew that people were going to try to rationalize their own human knowledge.
Well, what I'm saying is that like, you know, Garden of Eden, there's so many hypocritical, contradictory things throughout the biblical narrative that...
Do you understand what the Garden of Eden story really meant?
Oh, well, I mean, it was a cloning facility, is what I think it is.
The point of what happened is that God outsmarted Satan about when he told Eve and Adam to not eat the fruit.
Why? Because he knew that they would do it anyway, and that was the point?
He knew that they were going to do it, but he also knew that he is above all of the creation, but that his creation needs to
Well, you know, there were people
use
outside of the Garden of Eden, like Adam begged to not be thrown to the wolves and the crazy people that lived outside the garden. Like, there were already... Adam and Eve weren't the first humans. There were already a whole civilization, the pre-Diluvian, you know...
Not according to the book of Genesis.
Yeah, no, he says that there are people outside the garden. Like there's already a whole civilization out there. There's savages, but there's already a whole... I look at it like it makes more sense.
To Genesis.
The story of the guy tricking his dad or whatever into stealing the relative's inheritance.
There was a lineage after.
The guy who put his furry relatives, he put like a fur on his arm to trick his relative into thinking that he was a certain family member in order to steal the inheritance. You remember that story in the Bible?
What is it?
I can't remember the name of it, but the guy
Adam and Eve, first humans created by God. There was no.
He's like the brother. Well, there is though, but he's like the brother of some guy in the Bible, and he's got an inheritance coming to him, and his brother is like a real hairy dude.
I know a story about inheritance, and they didn't give...
It's not the colorful robes thing. It's not his brother's colorful robes that he lusted over or whatever thing. No, it's just like...
Shopify?
Oh, I have no idea. But, it's probably Skechers. I don't know.
Oh, it looks like the Shopify logo.
Oh, what, a little bag?
It's like a drop shipping, or like you like make web stores out of it.
But like... Alright, so the carnivorous... Alright, now, like, as I remember it, alright, there's sort of like a barren wasteland. There's carnivorous people going on outside of the Garden of Eden.
I looked it up to
the story of this inheritance thing that happens. I'll just go off of the AI summary. You could actually like research a bit more before you make that decision.
Well,
I assure you that there is.
It wasn't in the Bible, but it might have been in a different book.
Regardless, so this story of the guy tricking his dad into giving his father is blind, basically. So that's how he puts the animal fur on his arm to trick him into thinking it's the other relative that's more hairy, right? So this story is about the pre-forced evolution man, essentially. The caveman, Neanderthal man that got wiped out when we showed up on the scene. And the idea is that we were that move is a metaphor about tricking them out of their birthright, essentially, to continue to have the earth, and land and everything. Like we tricked them out of the kingdom. Like, and we're going through this.
Okay, I'll explain something.
We're going through this guided further evolutionary process again, where we're getting more weaker, more closer to the gray alien.
When they ate the fruit of knowledge, there's a scripture that says that they could eat from the tree of life also after they ate the fruit of knowledge, but that there were flaming swords put between the tree of life and the tree of knowledge of where they ate spiritually.
You getting ready to go?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, man. Hey, this has been Dinner with Diber, Green Hill Radio, New World Order News. Peace, like and subscribe, and all that shit.